December 6, 2012, capital of Guatemala. A guy falls down inside a jail room. He's breathing hard. Then his skin goes pale. One hand grabs his chest while he fights for breath. Guards rush in, they're panicking. This one's no ordinary inmate. Meet John McAfee, the rich tech guy behind virus protection running on countless machines worldwide. If he passes away while held, things blow up globally. In no time, a siren blasts across the city. Reporters rush in, filming every move at the emergency room doors. Updates spread fast, popping up on screens from Tokyo to Paris. Oh, McAfee suffers 2 heart attacks! Yet 2 days after, medics share odd news. No sign of heart issues found. Blood pressure a bit high instead. That's all they see. Then McAfee grins at the press. Of course I didn't have a heart attack. He pretended, every single bit, breathing fast to push his body into overdrive. Made it look real, no doubt about it. By pulling that off, he grabbed a sliver of time, just enough to stay ahead of every agency chasing him. This is the story of a guy who used a health crisis as a chance to play things his way. It began 24 days before, when someone got killed. November 11th, 2012. A small island near Belize. Weather warm, sky half cloudy. A neighbor lies flat on the ground inside his home. One bullet, 9mm, entered through the back of his head. Looks like a killing done cold. He's called Gregory Fall, an American living abroad at age 52, originally from Florida. But now his laptop's gone. Someone took it or he lost it. Same goes for his mobile phone. Police show up a few hours later. Right away, they try talking to someone, John McAfee, who lives just 50 yards off and acts unpredictable, being Fall's neighbor. The two guys have been arguing for weeks now. McAfee's 9 dogs ran loose on the beach, making noise at night, sometimes snapping at visitors. Fall reported it, spoke up straight to McAfee. "Control your dogs or I'll take care of them myself." McAfee said no. Security was his main concern. Right before the killing, 1 day earlier, things took a turn. Out of nowhere, 4 of McAfee's dogs dropped, twitching non-stop. Someone had slipped them poison. When morning came, everyone had died. McAfee felt crushed. Soon after, anger took over. He picked up his gun, then walked around his yard. A note had come in. The following evening, Gregory Fall got shot. Someone fired at him out of nowhere. November 11th, around midday. Cops show up at McAfee's place, right when things get tense. The gate's unlocked. The place sits empty. John McAfee spotted them approaching. He took his girl Samantha, then slipped into the jungle. When cops finally come around, he's long gone beneath the soil. Literally, stuck under the sand, a cardboard lid above. Air sneaking in through a tiny gap. He hangs around for ages, hearing footsteps crackle by where he's tucked away. The guy who used to guard countless machines now stands accused of murder. Yet he's already challenged a whole nation head-on. November 14th, 2012, just 3 days after the killing. After sunset, McAfee steps onto a tiny fishing vessel along Belize's south shoreline. For $2,000 in bills, the skipper agrees to sneak him across into Guatemala. The deal is quiet, no questions asked. Night hides the whole move. No passport mark, plus 0 traces left behind. The boat shuts off its motor while still a mile out, slowly floating into Guatemalan territory. By 3 in the morning, they reach shore on an empty stretch of sand close to Puerto Barrios. McAfee follows the shoreline with Samantha, then they both slip into the trees. When the sun comes up, they reach Guatemala City. There, at the Villa Royale Hotel, they sign in using made-up identities. After 3 days straight, McAfee finally breathes again. He's escaped Belize, yet he just can't stay away from attention. Fall's killing was everywhere in the news, so McAfee took charge of how it would be told. He reaches out to Vice via secure email, giving them one-time entry into the life of a top antivirus fugitive. A Vice reporter, plus a camera person, head to Guatemala, find McAfee, hang out for 48 hours. McAfee smiles, his scruffy beard catching the light, one arm slung over the reporter's shoulders. Meanwhile, Vice shares snapshots along with a boastful online note. We've made it to safety. The piece spreads fast, while McAfee starts feeling untouchable, but he's not. Within hours of posting, a hacker tweets, "John, I found you. Check your photo's EXIF data." The image shared by Vice had GPS details tagged. Those numbers pointed straight to the hotel's location. Each spy group or law enforcement team worldwide's got McAfee's location by now. His flashy move blew up in his face. December 5th, 2012. Nearly a month after Fall was killed. Guatemala cops burst into the Villa Royale Hotel. As McAfee chats with his legal team in the lobby, agents close in from all sides. "No se mueva!" Cuffs click shut. Lights burst in bursts. Yet shadows stretch longer than the shouts. Guatemalan officials show off their well-known arrest to global reporters. The accusation? Sneaking across the border. The result? A forced move to Belize, just 2 days to pack up and go. McAfee sees Belize as a no-way-out situation. Once they hand him over, he's certain he'll either end up locked away or buried somewhere quiet. The seconds are running out. He's got under 48 hours to figure a way out. December 6th, 2012. The morning after they took him in. Trapped in a jail cell, McAfee drops down suddenly. As he hits the ground, his hand grabs at his heart. "My heart," he says, going white. Guards freak out. While one calls for help, an ambulance speeds toward the capital's main hospital. News breaks worldwide. John McAfee has suffered 2 heart attacks in custody. The Guatemalan leaders, scared of trouble abroad, halt the forced removal, for now. Journalists rush into the clinic. McAfee's on a stretcher, wearing oxygen lines, making intense faces at the lenses. Check out the moment. Paramedics sprinting, lights popping from cameras, while embassy calls start buzzing. A single guy took down a whole system, just using art that moved people. 2 days pass before the medical team says he's doing okay. Heart seems fine, no signs of harm spotted. McAfee grins while eyeing the reporters. "Of course I didn't have a heart attack." He eventually says he pretended the whole thing, gasped fast, then stopped breathing to push his blood pressure up, made it look real, like a movie star nailing a dramatic scene. The trick gave his legal team a chance to rush last-minute pleas through, just enough delay to slow down the system. In the middle of this mess, Guatemala's leaders choose the easiest way out instead. John McAfee gets sent back, not to Belize, instead straight to the US. A strange law thing. Since he crossed into Guatemala from Belize without permission, they could send him back home, basically because of where he came from. McAfee outsmarted a whole country in one move. December 12, 2012, at Miami's main airport. John McAfee steps off the plane, messy hair, stubble on his face, yet grinning like he just won something big. He slipped past a hunt spanning 2 nations, pretended he had an emergency, yet somehow swapped near arrest for a ride straight back. Federal agents ask him a few questions, yet since there's no case from the US on hold, they let him go. McAfee steps into the Florida sun, smirking at the lenses. It's good to be home. He slipped free from Belize's grip for the moment. Still, one thing's unclear. Just how much time does a person have before they're caught if they ignore every rule out there? Gregory Fall's killing hasn't been cracked yet. Still no arrests made. Nobody's faced charges so far. McAfee didn't face charges over Fall's death. Officials in Belize said they lacked proof. So, the investigation just stalled. Years after, McAfee claimed to reporters he wasn't involved in the murder, just framed. He said enemies from gangs or crooked authorities were behind it. Some folks just don't buy it. The pretend heart attack? That trick succeeded before, yet authorities never lose memory. By 2019, the US DOJ charged McAfee with 8 tax crimes. This round, he escaped once more, on a boat, staying off the radar for a year and a half. In October 2020, cops in Spain nabbed him at El Prat airport in Barcelona.
He stayed locked up in Spain for half a year, waiting to be sent back to the US. June 23rd, 2021, just hours after Spain's top court okayed sending him back, prison staff spotted John McAfee dangling by a bedsheets knot inside his room. He'd just turned 75. The stated reason? Suicide. His wife says he didn't seem like someone who'd take his own life. She claims he sounded positive during their final talk. To her, the moment it happened feels suspicious, almost planned. Conspiracy ideas spread fast online. Maybe McAfee had dirt on big shots. Could have been shut down. Maybe he didn't run. He just chose how it ended. Or was escaping through deception his last real move? Could faking illness have been his way out when no doors stayed open? The answers are still trapped inside a jail in Barcelona. One thing's clear, John McAfee used the setup right up to the last moment. Or maybe it was lies, rebellion, or sheer panic. But one thing's clear, breaking free wasn't what made him win. People believe you're so ill, they won't put you inside. That's all for today. I will be making similar videos in the future, subscribe to see them.